we're going to space.
Whole hullabaloo about you, man, and this mess you got going.
I would take an axe to a couple people's heads. I mean, I would go barbarian.
To a couple robots?
No,
because
to maybe
really...
like a town, like Oblivion style.
Whoa, no, you just...
Sir, we're talking about robots.
Scabies is a that's also a staple of white culture.
Y'all some nasty niggas, bro.
Like
Is that white culture?
I believe
Y'all can
scabies,
keep that
it's
shit.
dirty.
But the black people, they smoke the weed and they get too relaxed.
I'm not getting taken down by no British cops.
Is this true, Don Juice? Is this true? You know the foreign affairs. Is this true?
It's propaganda. Just saying.
Hello, friends, fiends, everybody in between. Here we are again. It's been a long time. It's been about a week. I've been
Isn't
incredibly
it always
stressed.
about a week?
No. Sometimes it's 2 weeks. So most of the
Occasionally.
time, yes, it is about a week.
It's occasionally
The,
2
the
weeks.
good majority of the time, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we try to be punctual here. Sometimes
Somewhat.
mics break and bad things happen.
Yeah.
So here we are. We're all here. It's a great time. We do got Don Juice here. He's a great time. He had me driving through the hood earlier.
Yeah.
And that was kind of fun because I don't look like I belong in the hood. So people, when they see me pass by, they stare at me, and I just kind of like calmly smile as I go by. Not at them because that's rude, but yeah. That's how I deal with
smile.
people. Yeah, I just smile and look forward. Keep my eyes on the road.
That looks goofy. I'm just like, what? You're just grinning. Just here I go.
Well, I'm gonna hop right into it. We're talking about some vertical smiles at the moment. Labiaplasty.
Yeah.
Labiaplasty has been very big lately. And that is, if you don't know, that
It's
is
been
the
big
surgery everywhere, being advertised on Instagram now. So that's fun. You can, get your bat wings clipped down. And I'm not going to body shame here. I'm not going to body shame
Whoa.
here. It's really easy to body shame here, right?
That's uncalled for.
So I have a problem with the idea of labiaplasty, right? Because the appearance of the labia majora really doesn't have anything to do with what's going on inside, right? Mm-hmm. Usually, sometimes there could be like evidence of something terribly wrong, but for the most part, sometimes.
Wait, I'm so sorry. I want you to let's just back up for a second, real quick. What do you mean by that? Like, terribly wrong? Like,
I don't know. Like, sometimes there's visible STDs, like you could see from what's going on inside based on the outer rim.
What does that have to do with the lip size?
Not the. I was just saying in general, from the outside to the inside. Yeah.
Okay.
From what they look like, not necessarily,
So this is like a removal procedure or something like that?
So they do a little nip tuck and reduce the size of sometimes the labia majora, sometimes the minora. I would assume sometimes the clitoral hood, depending on, I would hope not the actual clitoris.
Yeah.
Because that would...
take some nerve endings.
That sounds bad. But, all is possible in plastic surgery.
It's just a bad idea. don't think it's a necessary thing to do to yourself. Just doesn't. It's superficial.
It's like circumcision to me. I think it's
It's
a
super
similar
fucking
thing.
official. Yeah. It doesn't actually serve you any purpose or benefit. In fact, it may cause you harm. So,
Like, what if you went in for a labiaplasty and then you got some like terrible disease from the equipment or something along those lines? Like, not just like an STD, but some like terrible disease from the equipment.
that sounds horrific. Like, I think you would regret it at that time.
Like, you go in, you know, those unlicensed doctors that I love, and they're performing out of a public storage. You know, like they need the horseshoe crab blood, so that when they go to do labiaplasties and go to fill your ass with silicone, you know, they can do it clean.
No, I don't. It's just something that people shouldn't try to do to themselves.
Most definitely agree. Most definitely. Most definitely is superficial. Just like I don't know, if say most other countries guys aren't circumcised, but once you come here it's pretty much like nah bro, that ain't happening, ain't working. But I mean, nobody's gonna wait till like 30, 40, 50, 60 years old, cut off their foreskin, pretty much almost
I would hope
done.
not, because I think if you do at that point, I think you need to think about some things in your life. If you're,
I mean, you're almost there.
it's like, come on,
It's bucket list.
no, just don't.
He's got a lot of money to be doing something like that.
True.
To just selectively be like, as an adult, you know what? I don't like the way my genitals look. I want to go and cut some parts off
And that's when
for aesthetic purposes.
I mean, or
Not for functionality.
or the rabbi could just be hungry. So
Oh my gosh, that's terrible.
it is, but you know, it's cheaper.
Can I say though, honestly, I feel like in general, plastic surgery is just running absolutely fucking rampant, and it's like a little disturbing. I think more and more people are just doing things, and I guess maybe it's becoming more accessible because more people are doing it, but like somebody's booties gotta go. Somebody's boobies gotta go.
Heavy.
Yeah.
Somebody's mouths, lip areas, I don't even know what they fucking are anymore. Like, it has to go.
Mandibles.
Your eyelashes, bro. Are you gonna fly the fuck away with those things? Like, what are we doing?
Not a big fan of those either.
What is your face? What is it? Like, what is your body? Like, what is happening? I'm sorry. That might be kind of rude. But no, you know what? I'm not sorry. Because because you're like going out of your way to cause your body like fucking trauma for some superficial shit that's not gonna last, and it doesn't make you look better, and it doesn't make you a better person. Like, why? Just why? I think unless you actually have something like some deformity, you know, which you should still love yourself, obviously, but
Yeah.
you know, maybe you just don't want to look at it anymore. I don't know. So
Or
like,
you just don't want other people looking at it anymore.
exactly. So I feel like I can understand that. But if you are a perfectly able-bodied, normal-bodied person, I think it's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
Just in general.
I think it's self-esteem issues too.
Yeah.
That's where it really comes from. Because you know, if you comfortable with yourself, you won't be doing stuff like that.
No.
So,
Yeah, I mean that's true. But people will say, "Oh no, I did this because it's for me, because I wanted to. That's
Cool.
why, because I can do what I want."
I mean, have fun.
Yeah,
I mean,
no
to
one's-
each
I'm
their
not
own.
saying you
but,
can't do what you want, but
It is a lot.
you should probably analyze why you do some
yeah.
Got to dig deep first.
of the stuff you do. I don't know.
Or you just want to look like Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
Like that one lady with the huge lips.
Oh yeah.
You never seen her before?
No.
Oh, wait, I'm thinking about Octomom. Yeah. Didn't she have surgery to look,
did she?
look,
I
to look
think-
like Angelina Jolie?
I think she did.
She did. She probably had the labiaplasty too.
Oh no.
Probably.
I mean, Octomom, that's 8. But, I mean, that wouldn't necessarily.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a corner.
Well then,
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know what to say about that.
But, guess we're on the child drag now.
Yeah.
Child drag.
Yes.
What children's?
I
What
don't-
drags?
I don't know, but it sounds horrible. Like tailgating.
Like tailgating?
Yes, but the car's still moving and got kids attached. So
Child drag.
that's why it sounds terrible.
So the new thing with this whole loving, it's Pride Month, right?
Right.
So they got kids in drag, little 9-year-old boys dancing half naked in front of grown ass men
Okay.
for money.
Yeah, that's when it gets really. I mean, no, not that's when it gets really weird. It's all really weird.
Yeah.
Nah, that's definitely got to calm down, or it get shut down. Where would something like this be happening?
In the fields. No. Well, first of all, they're introducing children to this drag queen shit with the drag queen story times. That's a big issue. I don't care for that. I don't think that adult entertainers should be around children, period. Like, I don't want strippers around my son, my child's son.
I mean, what about
I don't
off
have
duty?
a child's son, but I don't care if they're on duty or not. Like, if that's what you do, I don't want you around my child unless you're family. And I mean, if you're a family stripper, then I gotta love you because you're blood, Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh wow, you can't touch my kid because fucking you grind
dance,
up,
but we're also blood related.
you grind up on old dudes all day for money. But I would do it if my family was a prostitute. I wouldn't let them touch my child because that's where things get a little risky. But so like I see a lot of kids in these pride parades where the men are like there's grown men in like thongs walking down the road, and there's like little kids, like getting very, very close with this. And I'm not like implying that they're like encouraging pedophilia.
Yeah.
But I do think it's really strange to kind of force your lifestyle upon a child, because I really don't think we didn't have drag kids before, like somebody's encouraging this. Like parents are definitely encouraging this.
Oh.
I just I feel bad for the kids. It's like the stage moms, only it's drag moms.
Or
Like-
dads.
Oh my god, drag dads.
I mean, yeah, that just makes sense. Make more sense than drag moms.
It's weird. Cause like, once again, there's nothing wrong with like drag queens and drag races when it's just adults there.
Yeah, but there's no family friendly
But
aspect to that.
Yeah,
in the
it's
end.
not, bro. You got motherfuckers out there. It's like you can't be out here flipping dicks around little kids, bro. I mean,
That's number one. So,
you can't just be twirling. You can't just be out here meat.
That's the first commandment.
Spinning, twirling.
It's in the
twirling
Bible.
balls around little Jimmy.
Do not
He not ready
doodle
for that, yeah.
next
Let
to
him
kids.
get older first. If let him get older,
you can't even
it's
do
all
the
good.
Ricardo,
But he ain't even
What?
exactly. The Ricardo meme itself is too much for some adults. So imagine that in person for a little kid.
Yeah, exactly. And like,
The kid don't know how to feel, bro. He all fucked up.
Toe up.
it's sad. It's sad. I think that there's been this very strong push on the whole gay trans thing for kids, and I understand there are like gay and trans kids. I'll say that in a sense, but I don't think kids don't even understand what gender actually is. First of all, like, because it wasn't the whole thing before there shouldn't be gender roles and like everything's unisex. So then, if that's the case, then why would you want to put your child in a dress? Why does it matter? If it like,
Because he wants to wear the dress.
but they usually don't.
But they said
But
yes to the
does.
dress.
If they do want, if they just one day say that, if my son one day says he wants to wear a dress, right? First of all, personally, I'm not gonna want to put it on him, but I'm not gonna think he's trans immediately.
Well, yeah, he just wants to try the dress on.
Yeah, he's a fucking child. He doesn't understand why there would be a difference at all. He doesn't see the society, build up. But if you go like, oh, he likes dresses, that means he thinks he's a girl. No, not
He's not
necessarily.
gay. He just want to boogie to some Marvin.
Yeah, like I put on my mom's heels once. I was like, how do women walk in these? I was like 5.
You learned.
No.
I feel like we've all done that. I mean, everybody got a mom. It's like, all right, well, maybe once.
I mean, I've been to drag shows, right? I've been to more drag shows than probably anybody in this room.
I believe that.
security for them. But no, I've been involved in the drag shows. I've seen a grown ass man dressed up as Catwoman do a backflip off of a stage, like 6'5" dude, do a backflip off of a stage, break a fucking heel, and keep dancing. I'd never seen anything like it in my life. They made like $35 that night. You know,
but
like,
that's all about this show. It's more, if you're talking about choosing the gender of a child, think of Charlize Theron, who had a son, and then has decided that it's a girl now because he said one time that he'd rather be a she than a he.
Isn't he 7 too?
No, he's like 3 or 4. He's super young.
Oh no.
And she just decided that because he said once that he'd rather be a she, that's his gender now, or her gender.
It's fucking out of control at this point. Like, I get it. I get that I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? But I believe you if you want to chop your pieces off, but like, don't put that into somebody's mind as a child. That shouldn't be an option for your child, period. Because like, that causes a lot more harm than good, and you can be accepting of it and still let like, when the child becomes adolescent, still let them like dress how they want to and shit. Don't let them do it as a child, like a child, like pre-pubescent child walking around in a dress and going into the girl's bathroom and he's got a dick. Like, that's wrong, because little girls are in there and this little boy's trying to wear a dress. Like, don't let your kid. It's just a bad. I think it's very provocative. I think the whole point of it is agitation. And I mean, I know it's illegal to be straight this month. I understand how June works. But
no strength month. You straight, you shut up. Don't say nothing.
And like, I can appreciate the struggles that people who have these, I don't know the way to put it. The
gayness.
Yeah, that they have they have a big case of the gay, whatever form, right? It manifests in different ways. Like, I feel for them. They got a bit of a struggle, but that's, we all got struggles. You know what I'm saying? I'm fine with you having a Pride Month and, like, partying downtown and shit. Like, you do you. You do you. Just don't do it around children. There's no need to do it around children. There's no need for children to be dressing up as the opposite sex in shows. The video that you posted in the chat earlier really freaked me out because they had stage names. They were literally going down a runway in front of adults, performing for adults.
Yeah, that adds a whole nother weird thing on top of it.
Like, and it's being praised.
Yeah,
it's not.
It's like they're trying to desensitize you to the whole damn thing.
And they're trying to say it's not a sexualized thing, but these kids, these are children, like, showing a lot of skin.
It is. It's fucking. That's the whole point of fucking. It's like, obviously it's the expression with drag shows, but a heavy element of that shit is the sexuality part of the shit. So you can't deny that. If you're denying that, you're just full of shit.
Willfully ignorant.
Well, and that's where it becomes wrong, because you're sexualizing children.
Yeah, exactly.
So just leave them out of it.
Exactly. So I honestly don't get why people can't. Well, I think this.
The gay kids gotta feel safe.
Damn, feel unsafe at this point.
I wouldn't feel safe
at this point.
No. I still don't feel safe.
Well, you're never gonna feel safe. I mean, that in itself is a fucking myth. So it's like, can't do shit like that. That's the point. Just stay in the house all day.
I'm just saying, man. Don't.
I'm
not gonna tell somebody else how to raise their kid.
Yeah, you do
right?
what you want, but
yeah.
But I think personally that that's really fucked up to do to your child, to like put them into that predicament, because they don't understand what they're doing, and there's no way that they said they want to perform on a runway in drag. There's no way a little boy, unless you let him watch too much YouTube and he found it through looking up Spider-Man or something.
RuPaul Drag Race, probably.
Jay, shouts out Jay. Jay said it best earlier. He was like, "This is the same as people who feed their cat vegan cat food." And they're like, "Oh no, my cat loves it." Like, fucking love it.
Yeah.
You're forcing it to eat that shit.
Cat love it.
Cats can't eat vegan food.
Yeah, but you're they love the vegan food. No, because you're giving it to them. So it's like those just like, did that kid have a choice in this, or did you?
Yeah, no.
You're gonna wear his fucking dress. You're gonna go out there, and you're gonna
shake your ass for them. You're pimping out your child. Oh, that was a hard P.
You know people are bad with that.
Yeah. They got the hard P's.
They want the monies. The hard P, they're popping the P?
They're popping the P's.
Around the prepubescence.
They're popping the fucking P's.
Just keep your kids away from sexualization. It's really simple. If you're a piece of shit human being, if you let your kid be sexualized by adults, and if you're blind to it, you're a bad parent. If you bring them around to it, you're a terrible parent. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you got an issue with review sites, I've heard.
Well, reviews in general.
Just reviews in general. You don't like the critics.
Not even that I don't like the critics. I feel like at the end of the day, a review is literally somebody else's opinion.
I mean, yeah, it's.
I can see it as like
the point
it kind
of
of
it.
gears
It's supposed
you.
to be like
a guideline. You know, like a film. No, like,
What do you mean? Why would you want a guideline
not a
for an
guideline,
opinion?
like a kind of like a. How can I describe it? Like, I can see if you look at it, somebody else's review is just like a gauge of what the fuck's going on.
Like a preview,
Yeah,
like a deep preview.
Yeah, like a deep preview. But other than that, you shouldn't be acting on what the fuck they said. Because somebody may dislike something that you end up liking.
Exactly.
And then many times somebody just said the shit was tight and I went to play the shit. I'm like, this shit ain't that good.
Yeah.
I got Destiny.
I don't think I've I don't think there's been a movie that's been in the theater that's never been watched. If you look at it that way.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna fuck with it.
Somebody paid money for it.
Exactly.
Like, what fucking happens? But it's like, prime example, because last week I went to go see King of the Monsters. I mean, it's a fucking monster movie.
Were you
so I don't
satisfied?
know oh yeah, bro. It was a fucking monster movie.
Exactly.
It was what it's supposed to be, bro. Guys, it was swinging on people.
That's not what I heard from the reviews.
Godzilla went fucking Super Saiyan.
Was there any emotion from the humans?
I didn't have to deal with the humans that much. They were just there for the plot to go forward.
That doesn't sound cool.
This is a fucking Godzilla. This is literally the first good live action movie since the original with the dude in the suit.
Yeah, I mean, we've come a long way.
It took this long, and people are mad that there's no the human characters is thinly written and the script is thin. Like nobody cares about them.
I mean,
that's what fucked up the first
we
one.
probably got about like
That's what fucked
5,000
up.
other human movies coming out this year.
Oh, yeah.
Only one monster movie, so that's valid.
What if that one monster movie, though, at the end, it's a great monster movie, they're fighting the whole time, and then at the very end, all the kaiju get up and just start singing a song together.
Shut it down.
It's happened on Cartoon Network before.
Would
I've
you
seen
believe the
movie.
review?
I'm
At
done.
the end?
I'm done.
Would you trust a review then? Would you look at it and be like, nah, monster sing along?
I still have to see that end scene. Like, that movie warrants a watch, at least. It's just like under the skin. Like, I mean, you get to see Scarlett Johansson naked, but that's about it.
I mean, is that why?
But I do like it, though. It's a cool movie.
It was alright.
It's creepy. Just, I mean, chilling with strangers and whatnot. But just don't walk into the... It's not good until you get in it. So.
Yeah. And I'm not saying reviews are always, not kind of right. I'm not saying they're not. But I'm saying you kind of got to take it with a grain of salt. Because it's not your opinion. It's not your opinion at the end of the day. Another fucking movie. Quiet Place. Everybody fucking love Quiet Place.
I still haven't seen
ain't
it.
that fucking good. Movie is not that fucking good.
Is that the Gotta Be
John-
Silent one?
Yeah, with John Krasinski.
Leave it up to all the other reviews and critics. Oh, it's the best thing and blah, blah, blah. No, it's not that good. It's not that good. I've seen other shit do better than that. But once again, it's my opinion. But that shit's a fucking opinion, so why I gotta go by that shit?
Exactly. I'm probably still going to watch it.
You gotta put it online.
And then
Once it's
I'll know.
online, then your opinion's valid in fact.
Exactly.
Then my opinion is shit. This is the worst review. You don't understand it. It was art. See, that's not the crazy thing about reviews. Somebody always gonna disagree with shit.
Yeah, somebody's, favoritism.
And then you have the situations where, this is more so. This is more relevant to video games, where somebody's going to it can go for video games or movies. But somebody's just racing to give something a bad review just to give it a bad review.
Yeah, to bomb it down, like they did with Captain Marvel, where they did it on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah. Oh, they did one of those too?
Yeah, they just bombed it with stuff.
They bombed it. Now, that movie was trash regardless, but it still got bombed.
Yeah.
Still got bombed. But I'm talking more so, you just want to have the first bad review because you know you're going to
It's going to blow up.
It's going to blow up.
You the precursor.
It happened with The Last of Us when it came out.
Oh,
Polygon put that
really?
shit boy review out, and everybody talking about that review over all the other ones.
I mean, Vox Media. But, nah, man.
That's why I watch Zero Punctuation. That's all he does.
Oh,
is
yeah.
trash on things.
And they're short. Sweet and to the point. But at the same time, I don't know. You can use that as a barometer for what you want to get or what you're thinking about.
I like
It
looking at
introduces slightly.
reviews after I watch something or I buy something, just to kind of see what other people thought of it. Like as far as video games and movies and shit.
Yeah, shared experience. Just like going to the movies.
Cause like even like with reviews, like going off of reviews, well, I guess it's kind of ties to it because it's like it's crowd driven shit. Like, oh, a whole bunch of people say it's tight, so I gotta do it. It's like all this, like, it's some hype beast shit to the fullest.
Cult of personality.
You know probably like the biggest culprits of that hype beast shit, other than fucking Supreme selling people fucking crowbars, $253 fucking dollars. And these fucking Apple. At this point, if you think fucking Apple is an alternative any type of PC, you're a fucking idiot, bro. Apple's literally just a fucking designer.
It's the best.
Designer item
Apple's
at this
the devil.
point. Yeah, fucking designer item at this point. Like these niggas literally sitting here trying to sell you a fucking $1,000 fucking display stand.
And what does it do? Is it
nothing?
Like, it's just super thin?
It's just a fucking stand for your monitor. Just puts it in portrait mode. It doesn't do anything. But it's $1,000 fucking dollars, and you know dumb boys are gonna buy that shit. Just
they gotta
because,
buy the whole thing as one pocket.
I got $1,000 to spend, so I'm like on the come on, man. On a fucking stand, it doesn't do anything.
I mean, people,
No.
people want what they fucking want. You know what I mean?
First of all, I
need-
agree with that. Value,
Yeah, you can buy what you want. I never said that. You can buy what you want.
Value is subjective to the consumer.
But
However,
it's hypebeast shit.
here's the idiocy behind it. You can explain to someone who is a fan of all the hype why it's stupid. It's just like the video. I'm gonna own a fucking crowbar. I looked up the price of that crowbar, $250, and it was side by side in Google Shopping with $5 crowbars. You can literally, I could fake that. I could buy a Supreme sticker, which will still probably cost me $30. Cut
It's
the
not
Supreme
worth
out of
it.
it. Yeah, but it'll be cheap. I could sell the fake Supreme crowbar for $250 at that point, and make a 10-time profit.
It's just,
like,
it's honestly insanity, like the links that people will go to just to like feel.
can I
fucking
talk about Apple
in
for
the loop
for a minute? Okay, so here's what they did. They took software Unix, and which was like free software, and they fucking made it proprietary, and it's essentially the same as it's a Unix shell, but it's all Mac driven, and it's gay.
It's gay. With Pride Month, it has to be.
Yeah, I'm sure they always had the rainbow on the Apple before.
Look at
And
that.
it was super gay.
Support it.
So, I don't understand why you would buy something with the same hardware in it as something that's $300 cheaper. That doesn't make sense to me.
Because to
You
say you
can?
have it, yeah. To say you have, that's literally the only reason I
Smells
can
like
think.
most people who have iPhones are on a fucking lease. They're paying $30 a month for it.
That crack screens.
Listen, those phones are a fucking joke. It's a scam. Okay.
$1,000 for a stand for a monitor.
That's absolute insanity. Like, it's actually, like, it's a literal slap in the face. It's like, have you guys ever seen, there's like this animation someone drew, and it's like this big fat rich guy shitting out the money, and it's like this guy just catching it with his mouth, like, but it's like the money just coming out his ass, and he's just like, you know?
No.
That's what it's like. I have to find that picture.
I don't know what you're talking about at all.
It's a little. It's like one of those like satire cartoons or political commentary or whatever. Like it's like this fat, rich-looking cartoon guy, and he's shitting out all this money, and then there's like a guy below him that just has his mouth open, catching the money.
That's no good. Isn't that how most things work though? You give somebody money and they just shit it out into shittier things.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like people who pay $1,000 for a fucking computer stand are eating the money.
A monitor
shit.
stand.
Monitor. That's what I meant.
A stand for the display for the computer.
For the monitor. Yes. Okay.
It's
I mean, if
even
we're going to be
dumber.
technical
No,
about
it's dumber.
terminology.
No, it. I'm being specific because it makes it even more asinine. You know, so like if you're gonna buy shit from Apple, if it's your fucking preference,
kind of. I'm gonna say you're already kind of questionable if you're one of these Apple fans.
You can't be a fan.
Well, you can be a fan. Don't be a fanboy.
Yeah.
Well, you can be that too.
you
Well,
can
I
be
like
a fanboy.
Apple.
But it's like at a certain point, don't buy into the bullshit. Don't pay $1,000 for a fucking stand.
I liked Apple when we needed iPods.
Yeah, but what about Microsoft? What do they call those things? Zunes?
The Zunes?
I didn't want one. I wanted
No, those things were great. Those things were fantastic.
I liked my
Did you say they
iPod.
didn't exist?
They never existed. We thought they existed.
No, those things were fucking great.
They're never real.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
and what we done with Apple after this shit? They also that fucking ugly ass tower they fucking showed. It looks like a fucking cheese grater.
with the 1 terabyte of RAM.
Yeah,
How do they?
that piece of shit. Like
How
they're
do you
selling that shit for
do
like
that?
$5,000 or $6,000 with that outdated ass hardware and that shit.
But it's got a terabyte of RAM. That's what I read. And I was like, is that possible?
Like, bro, Apple the same motherfuckers who try to sell people talking about some. Oh, our phones have a liquid crystal display. Like that's literally
These are the
just.
same people
That's
who will
LCD.
slow your
LCD.
shit down
And
and make you
motherfucker-
get a fucking update
Like, bro,
because
That's true.
Apple are the biggest
Con man.
con man, tricky motherfuckers. I mean, it makes sense because it's fucking Steve Jobs. That motherfucker encode shit. He con motherfucker. See, it makes sense that dumb motherfuckers
it's all
like
a
that.
con.
Full fucking.
You know, he's
circle.
half Syrian.
Here we go.
No, it's just it's interesting. We're not going anywhere off it. I was just saying he just
It's
happens
just
to.
fun fact.
Hype
Yeah.
beast shit. I'm tired of it. Stop it.
What?
Stop it. Stop the hype beast shit.
Yeah. it's
Don't
fucking
buy
lame.
$250 crowbars.
Don't buy anything that
I
you
will
know
make
damn
you-
well.
Don't buy $1,000
You shouldn't be
stands.
I will make you a fake Supreme crowbar for like $30.
Well, don't tell them. Man.
No, do
Just
it
tell
for
them you can get
50
them.
so you
can
make
get-
some money.
I can get some Supreme crowbars for $30 a piece.
Just holler at them.
Let me
Got
know.
Yeah, let me find out where you want to do business. But if you get one of those crowbars, don't use it on yourself.
You say you can kill yourself if you make a terrible investment or you do some dumb shit.
Oh
you thought it
my
was gonna be popping.
God.
So like in the movies where like people are like, oh shit, my actions have led to this, and they pull out the drawer with the revolver in it, and they're found dead.
I hate
Yeah.
that shit so much. Like it literally boils my fucking blood. Like
What, when people pull revolvers out of drawers?
no.
And when people are like, you know what, fuck this.
They're like, you know what? I goofed. Let me. You know
Nah,
what?
keep going.
Like what the fuck? Like okay, so there's this show on Netflix, right? Maybe y'all have seen it or not, but it's called Slasher.
Yeah.
And so like there's the 3rd season that came out recently, and it's not a good show. Like
terrible,
let's
but it's
get that
enjoyable
fucking
to
out
watch.
there. It's so fucking funny. Like it's comical, it's interesting. But nevertheless, so this lady killed herself, right? In the show, she decided to burn herself alive in front of all of her neighbors in the apartment.
Shit, shit.
And
No,
not
no,
only
no, 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 no. If you do it like that, no. There's nothing. No, that's a way to go out. No, that's going out with glory.
No,
Fuck that.
listen.
I don't care if it's
And
because
in front of
she's-
her kids.
Yeah, she did
And-
it. She did it with purpose. If you're gonna set yourself on fire in
No.
front of everybody, that's making a fucking statement.
But what state? Okay, so
I don't
here's
know.
the
I
thing.
didn't watch
Here's
the
the
show.
thing.
What?
So she,
What did she have to prove? If that's the
because people
statement?
were harassing her and sending death threats to her family and upset because she, when one of the other residents of that apartment building died, took a picture of their dead body and posted it online and said, "You reap what you sow."
Oh, she was just a crazy person.
And so then everybody went in on her ass. And I guess it got really, like, you know, hectic. And she decided the best course of
She
action
got
would to now
cyberbullied
be.
and she set herself on fire.
And
in
then,
the
no, well,
courtyard.
first she doused herself in gasoline and was just screaming in the courtyard. Her kids come down, like her teenage kids come down, like, "Mom, please don't stop." And she's like, Bam. Lights herself on fire.
You saw the guy who lit himself on fire in front of the White House, right? Like recently?
No.
Like last week?
No.
Yeah,
What?
yeah, this guy is on
Statement
the White House
piece,
lawn. Yeah, he set himself on fire. That's pretty much it. This past week, we did also have the anniversary of Tiananmen Square in China, Tank Man, and also the Killdozer guy in Colorado.
But see, it's still though.
They
That little
they
bit- that
killed
little-
themselves.
Yeah, but you wasn't killing yourself because you yourself did some dumbass shit, and then it didn't go the way
What
you
if,
thought it
what
was
if Tank
gonna go.
Man wasn't the big political activist everybody thinks he was?
Well, that's
and he
because
was
you never. Well, see, that's one thing you don't know that.
But that never happened. The whole thing never happened.
Yeah,
nothing happened that day.
Okay.
But what I'm saying,
Well,
these alternative facts.
These are China facts.
Alternative facts.
If you mention the incident in China, you lose your internet connection immediately.
Oh nope,
Yeah,
nope, shut it down.
Yeah, if somebody's playing a video game against you in China and winning, just type in Tiananmen Square 1989 and they'll get kicked off.
done.
But even we don't know what the hell he was doing. We know for a fact the person, the crazy lady, like you said, she was a fucking crazy lady, bro.
I think it
It's
takes
just
a lot
crazy
of.
person. If
lady.
you're gonna kill yourself, period, you're a crazy person.
Can I
But
say
to
that her
burn
son-
yourself, I think it
Can-
takes a lot of.
Umph.
A
Can
lot
I
of
say that
gusto.
Her son had ample. Her son had at least 2-3 minutes to run over there and like drop kick her out of the gas.
Well, not out of the gas, but the lighter to knock the lighter out of her
like,
hand.
I'm sick of this shit.
He just standing there and staring. But no, that's the I mean.
I think they could have definitely like tackled her down.
He had time.
They had time because they had a
went over
whole
there.
no, and she's just looking at them, and they're looking at her, and then she's like, you know,
Sometimes you just gotta let your mother burn to death.
well, they seemed really shooken up about it because then the one kid tried to kill himself, and then his
They're
sister was
crazy
upset about
people. Like I don't. It's like it's the whole thing about like it's the same thing as the Daenerys Targaryen shit. It's like yes, they're crazy people. Crazy people do crazy things. This is how crazy people work. They do things that are not rational.
It's just it was interesting. It was real interesting, but it was fun watch. Check it out if you want. If you want a good giggle.
If you want to see some shit, yeah, check that out.
Some shit happened.
That's,
People are dying in the most
People are coming into people's
ridiculous
houses
ways.
to deliver groceries.
see that.
Oh, well, that's real life. That's
So
apparently
we're
real
so
life.
far in the
That's-
future that Walmart will send a team member. Now think about that. Think about the people who work at Walmart.
I picked the person.
I don't think you get to pick the person.
Damn.
But
I want to screen them.
they've had to have worked for Walmart for over a year, and they will
Only a year?
only a year,
Wow.
and they will come to your house with the groceries you ordered and put them in your refrigerator for you.
They absolutely will not. Not into my home. They will fucking not.
So we were
No.
talking about drones earlier because Amazon's like really big on their drones coming out, where they'll be able to come out like 30 minutes after you ordered shit, anything under 5 pounds, and that's like 90% of the packages they deliver.
Yeah.
So
Terrifying.
I already have a privacy issue with that.
That's
Why
no.
in the fuck would I let somebody who I don't even let look at my receipts? I just say no thank you past the greeter, unless it's a really old lady or I'm like getting something big like a car battery I got once. This one time I had a bunch like 20 sets of bed sheets and they weren't in bags. I do property management.
Yeah.
So like, the guy was like, look at what you got, because I was like, why do you have to look at my receipt? But technically you don't have to allow it.
You don't? I,
mean,
didn't know that.
No, you
No,
don't.
no,
You
no.
don't have to.
They
You
have
don't have to
no.
do that.
Yeah,
You can refuse
absolutely
it.
not. Yeah. And if
I
they try
learned
to
something today. I thought I had to stop and
No.
let them because he's like, oh,
What is?
see
He's
her
an employee.
receipt.
At, he's not a cop.
It's a psychological trick. So like I don't
Is it
even
the blue?
here.
Is it the blue?
I
Is that his
don't want
authority?
them looking
Please
through.
verify my purchases.
I don't want them looking at my purchases. Why the fuck would I allow them in my home? I don't care if you have worked for Walmart for 30 fucking years.
Yeah.
You
I
are
don't
not
care.
allowed in my home.
I don't know
You're
you.
not Mary Maids.
No.
Who are you?
Like, I don't even want Mary Maids in my fucking home.
Not unless I'm there. No one's in my home unless I'm in my
yeah.
home.
Well, like if you're there when the cleaning people are there, and they're like not like a close like personal cleaning person, you know what I mean? It's just Mary Maids. You really want to see them? Like you really would just want to see some employees in your house?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, I would rather
gotta-
be there than
No,
them-
because they're gonna look at you like, why aren't you cleaning?
Bitch, because I'm paying
because
you.
I'm paying you.
The fuck?
Do your damn job.
The fuck? I'm paying you, so you can go ahead and do what I'm
Writing
paying
a
you to do.
review. Actually, reviews are helpful in that case.
No, absolutely. But I absolutely not would I allow a Walmart employee to come into my home to put shit in my motherfucking fridge. I'm sorry. I just,
They're just trying to fill
no.
your tummy with
No.
good food.
All
And
right.
then the drone shit's no. It's a no.
There could be
Sorry.
bombs in their packages, so you know that could be.
I'm trying to
legit.
map out my shit. Mm-mm. Nope.
I mean, we have Google Maps already, though.
They do.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure where you live. They may
Well,
have
I know that they know where I live, but like I don't need an extra drone just
an extra
cruising around.
as opposed to the general drones.
That's a regular one.
What about like apartment maintenance? Because that is a nightmare I have to live with every day when you knock on a house and they need something done, but they're not home.
I prefer to be home.
Yeah.
I hate when I can't be home.
And it's even weirder having to walk into somebody's home and be there when they're not there. And then they're like, oh, the closet door isn't working on the work order. And you're looking at it like, there's 4 closets in this house. Which one did you mean? And now I'm like snooping through their house trying to figure out which door it is. And every door is shut. So I'm like, is this the one that the person freaks out and shoots me when I walk through? Let's go for it.
That seems...
setting up a trap for you to break it.
Look at I unwittingly walk into Home Alone. Plot twist. They were just maintenance, trying to fix his home.
Nah.
Now they're getting paint buckets thrown at him and shit.
Jigsaw's house.
that seems really uncomfortable though. Like, I mean, I feel like any normal person, because like that's not your space, and then like you wouldn't want someone just kind of in your space, even though that's like what they're not there to do anything malicious.
It's just weird.
Yeah, it's still just...
It's a stranger in your house, technically.
So the freakiest thing for me is, like, I'll be fixing something in the kitchen, like the dishwasher, because it's leaking water. So we have to fix it because it's damaging property. So I'm in there, nobody's home. I'm, like, laying down fixing their dishwasher, and then they walk in. And you just, like, kind of pop up or yell at them from their house.
Who is it?
Yeah.
What's coming in?
When I worked over in Millennia, there were some sketchy areas, and I'm in in somebody's house.
Yeah.
I hope you live here. This is gonna end badly.
Oh no!
They come home all coked up. What are you doing? Ah!
Can I say real quick, speaking of things ending badly, so I don't actually know the story, but I do have a neighbor, and I know which car she has. I also know that all 4 of her tires were fucking slashed. Oh. And there was a big ass scratch from one side of the car to the other side.
It's rare you see those these days.
And I was thinking, wow, I wonder what happened. And then I saw her, because one day I saw her and I was like, oh my gosh, I like your hair. It looks so cute. She was like, thanks, love. And it was a thing. And then like a few days later, the thing happened to her car. And like
somebody didn't like that hair change. They were not happy at that choice.
Somebody wasn't fucking with it. But I saw her and I wanted to ask her. I was like, I don't think we're close enough for her to...
You could have just re-complimented her hair and then be like, oh, your hair is so... What happened to your car? I need to know.
Nice hair,
but
car.
Update.
I mean...
She like had it taken away like last Friday. And then like earlier this week... I think it was like towed out somewhere. Okay. Yeah. And then earlier this week, it's like all new, no scuffs and new tires. So
good for her, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get a replacement for your car like that. I mean,
you go. You deserve to have somebody scratch your shit.
It's a new hair effect.
No, check it out. So the trick is, if you're gonna slash somebody's tires, if you do all 4 of them, it'll get covered by insurance.
That's what someone told me, but then I heard from someone else that was a lie.
Well, I mean,
somebody's got...
Who's lying?
Somebody's got the General, and somebody has Progressive.
I mean... the General saves you time at the end of the day.
He'll save you time. He's not out there to replace all 4 of your tires. Come on.
But the General's got Shaq, so...
He does
The General does have Shaq.
I got your tire.
Can't do Shaq voice.
I got your tire. Don't worry.
Come to the General, save some time.
Don't you look.
Today's free donut day. All 4 of them.
Wow. That's silly. That is some silly shit. My goodness.
I mean, but she had to get her car fixed some kind of way. I mean,
I'm happy for her.
It was fraud, most definitely. She slashed all 4 of them.
That's what I'm saying. I was just like, wow.
Oh,
like,
she slashed them herself.
I feel like she did. She was having a bad day,
and she just slashed.
That's how she gets all the rage out.
Who does that?
That girl. She got a new car.
Okay, so he said when we had come home that night, he heard hissing a little bit after we got home. Like, and her car is usually parked right
where he heard it,
outside of like our apartment.
All night.
So I mean, either someone was just out there hissing away, or it was her tires.
The cops would have been called after about the 5th minute of hissing. That's when it gets abnormal for me. And
you gotta
call the police.
Call the the polices.
I mean,
they won't come and help you.
Not if you're in Sanford, which is where I was earlier.
Oh,
It was no, it was nice. It was a
I'm
nice bar.
so sorry to.
No, it was actually pretty cool. Like that one section of Sanford gets props.
I think there's a pretty section like by a lake or something.
You mean
George Zimmerman's part?
no, not George Zimmerman's part. We're talking about the St. Johns River.
Is that the river? I'm not good with
It's
the
that's the
rivers
water.
and the lakes and the ponds.
Oh,
you know,
shit.
it's just water.
What just happened?
I like it.
Update. I have got my ticket to attend the Donald Trump rally.
They gave you your ticket.
No, I had it sent to my brother-in-law's phone instead.
Oh,
So
they weren't going to give you.
They
your
were
ticket.
not going to give me
So
my
they
ticket.
They
knew.
checked you on Facebook
Yep.
and said no.
Well, no, it's still my name. So I'm going. I'm gonna go see Trump. I want to see it. I want to see him slouch.
Nice.
And use his
Potato.
hands. Yeah,
High five.
yeah. I'm gonna see protesters. I might get an egg in my face.
When is it?
The 18th.
That's gonna be
Lame.
cool.
So apparently I'm gonna get a Make America Great Again hat. Then I'm only gonna wear that one time because otherwise it makes me a target.
This is true.
Somebody Antifa's gonna throw some nut at you.
Why would they have nut?
What you mean? Why wouldn't they? They just busting one out real quick and lobbing it.
Please explain. Oh my god, I'm kicking the mics around. Please explain why the Antifa would just have nut.
People throw like piss and shit at people. So,
Do they?
Yeah.
Is that like a common thing?
Yeah. I mean, if you're mad enough
Are
at
you
somebody,
calling people apes?
Yes.
That stuff.
I don't. You
So
know,
just imagine. So just,
evolution's not
just
where I
say,
go
you
to
know.
first, but people will throw shit. Babies throw shit. You just big
Adults
baby.
will throw shit.
I've
But
never seen a grown man throw shit, but I know it happens.
I'm
Well,
just saying, imagine you out here, you go to the Trump rally, some
Dread.
some
Someone- some
dread,
white person with
dirty
dreadlocks.
some white person with
hemp
dirty
boy.
dreadlocks.
Yeah, I had to
Hemp boy.
really
Ripped up shorts.
specify that.
Ripped up
So-
short jean shorts.
So what if we see the guy the black guy who always stands behind Trump with the blacks for Trump or
You know
whatever?
He's gonna be there.
Is he gonna be there? You
You know
think?
he's gonna
why wouldn't he
there.
be there?
Do you think I could get his signature? Like, do you think if I really hunt him down, I can get that guy's signature?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly.
I'll be like, oh shit, you're Trump's black guy.
Possibly.
Like,
my African American
yeah, like, do you
specifically.
do you think like he'd take offense to me calling him Trump's black guy? Because it's obvious what he is. He always sits in the same frame. They seat you. It's the same
He's a
guy.
If it worded that way, then possibly, yeah.
He's actually a cardboard
It's like,
cutout.
dude, I
It's
can
not
see
actually
what's
a man.
going on. Like, I don't care. Even if you're not getting paid, man. Like, even if like you're their guy. That's why they seat you there, right over his shoulder. I want to
It
meet
sounds
that
so
guy.
menacing. That's why they seat you there, hunched over his shoulder.
Yeah, it's a ploy.
What is it, like Jafar and Iago? Just got him on his shoulder.
Trump's like, I love black people.
Yeah, I do too, Jafar.
So, I guess DJ Khaled was upset recently.
Yeah, he's always upset about something. He doesn't eat pussy though, so he has.
Yeah, that's
great
right, he
reason
doesn't
to-
eat
he
pussy,
doesn't. He
which
deserves
is
to eat
sad.
it.
He's not eating that.
He doesn't eat pork.
He's a man.
Well, apparently
Niggas don't
so.
eat pork.
So,
They don't eat pork.
so you get it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Bacon strips.
I guess
Yeah.
he's upset that Tyler the Creator beat him for wasn't it best album?
No,
Number one.
Number one on
The Billboard.
the
right?
Billboard.
Yeah.
And he went and like threw a fit.
He
He had a
posted
Kanye
Instagram video.
fit.
It was deleted, but obviously can't really delete.
Apparently, he stormed into the fucking exec's
Yeah,
office too, which is
Yeah.
imagine DJ Khaled coming
Fat
into
ass
your
is coming
fucking
in there.
yeah.
It's like the end of the we taking over video where he runs to the church. just imagine that, like you're chilling in the Billboard office, all of a sudden DJ Khaled's fat ass come right there. Just,
We the best.
But I'm not the best right now. Tell me, how is this possible? We need to fix this shit right now.
that nigga was mad, bro.
I mean,
he being salty though.
You just got to put a statue. If you make a statue of yourself,
What year was that?
what
Was it? Because he didn't. Was that 2016
what?
with what?
that he was pissed about?
No, he just did that.
It was recent.
It was just
Recent. They
just
did.
Yeah, this
now
was
that that
recent.
happened?
Did that,
yeah.
Oh, I thought it just came out.
No, this is recent. Igor
No,
just
this is
came out
a-
within the last month.
So what did he put out?
He put out an album that I don't even know
I
about.
didn't even know
Oh
he had
yeah, I
a
didn't
Yeah,
know
he-
either. That's
yeah, it
his
came
fucking
out-
problem.
Like, it came out like a week or so ago, or something like
Like
that.
he did great marketing like a year or two ago with the memes
Yeah.
and all that and the keys.
Yeah, and doing all
And
his
now
little
I guess
shuffle
he's
dance.
doing like motivational speaking.
But he's
as
been
well.
doing that on
Like, he's been
Snapchat
doing
for
that.
years.
No,
though.
I mean like seminars at the Hilton and shit.
Oh, Oh, so he
yeah,
hasn't
like-
gotten to colleges yet, but he can do it at hotels.
I think DJ Khaled look like somebody who do motivational fucking speaking. And just,
He also
All
looks like
the
someone
niggas
who
is
would
con
wholesale
artists,
you
bro.
a home.
Yeah.
All them niggas, DJ Khaled just look like it's somebody
He went to
who
Dr.
gonna sell you
Phillips.
some bullshit.
He did.
Holy shit.
What's happening?
We got background noise.
It's
But,
the ghosts. They're finally here. They've showed up.
But DJ Khaled, man, like that boy weird.
He don't
That
eat
boy
pussy.
weird. He don't
He
eat pussy.
don't.
He get upset at the young cats. He calls them weird. He basically, that's what he was saying. He was like, how the fuck?
Repeat that.
He basically was saying, why y'all listening to this weird shit? Stop listening to this weird shit.
Listen to
Listen to my mainstream shit. Stop listening to this damn weird shit. Damn
Yeah.
it. Listen to this shit. I got all these big names on here.
Nah,
you
man.
don't like the big names?
Yeah.
Y'all still buy the now CDs.
Yep.
Listen to me. I'm DJ Khaled.
His
Don't
whole
listen
album
to-
is actually
what
now
the fuck is a
45.
Tyler the Creator. That's what he's saying.
Well,
I actually
it's
seen
like-
him in person.
you did?
I seen him at in 2009. It was a Fiesta Medina with a whole bunch
You
of
wouldn't be
artists
there.
like Baby Boy Prince, I think
See?
Junior Reed, and he was there. He jumped on stage and was like talking shit and stuff.
Was it? He was getting ready for his hotel run.
Probably, yeah. I should have attacked him on stage.
See,
I don't like him. I feel like he DJ Khaled reminding them dudes who like try to hang around black people. Like, yeah, nigga, I can say nigga too because I'm cool and all this type of shit.
It's a relevant conversation.
Yeah, I want to attack him whenever I see him.
I mean, I'd watch that attack. It's something I wouldn't look away from.
Yeah, I'm
DJ
close on
Khaled,
it.
he gonna run off and get security.
I'm getting close from hell, bro. The JBL. He the type.
Too close to Khalid.
He the type to say something weird and then black people like run after him. He be taking off. Like, nah, I thought it was cool. Bro. I thought it was cool. He like, what them type of niggas?
Yeah, he do.
Went a little bit too far, bro. Don't eat pussy. What? Fuck out of here.
DJ Khaled ain't eating no pussy, bro.
No. I mean, he has a son though,
Look
so I
at
mean,
that,
I guess congratulations to him or whatever.
He look funny eating
That's
pussy,
that's the thing about that album. That album is literally, I think it's like named father of whatever the hell his kid's name is. I'm like, bruh, this nigga real. Like, I'm not doubting that the man love his son. I'm pretty sure he love his son. But like, bruh, you really out here making money off your son, bro.
I mean,
You really out here doing this.
damn, that's a trophy baby boy. It's a trophy kid.
Ain't nobody got beef with him.
But he still love his son more than Drake.
These are
Drake
facts.
was never gonna claim that child.
He would never go. You can lie to me all you want talking about. He was sending kiss my ass. That nigga ain't give a fuck about that kid.
Pusha T had brought up. He playing Border Patrol.
Like goofy ass shit. You know that nigga. And speaking of which, I really don't give a fuck about basketball, and I hate fucking Golden State. But they ain't tighten the fuck up, bro. You can't lose a fucking Canadian ass, trash ass Raptors, bro.
Oh,
That's just embarrassing.
Yeah.
Imagine losing to some fucking Canadians.
I mean,
American fucking sport.
It'd only be valid if they still have Vince Carter, which they don't.
Like, that'd be embarrassing. You was pretty boy ass Golden State. Y'all been winning all this shit, and y'all lose to some fucking Canadians.
It happens, eh?
With Drake fathead ass on the court.
Yeah, I can't
Clapping
stand
like
him.
a fucking dolphin the whole fucking game. And it's like,
Yeah. I think they play tonight.
nah, I think they play Sunday. I mean, Saturday. But nah, man. The way that whole rant I just went on is exactly how I feel about DJ Khaled in general, though.
He a Raptor. Lame.
Yeah, I don't like him.
Man,
Unloved.
I get famous, I'm gonna hit him.
but you gonna hit him?
Yeah, I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna tackle him.
That's hate crime.
It is.
Is it?
That's hate
Yeah.
crime. You just admitted that you're going. That's conspiracy. That's conspiracy to commit bodily harm on DJ Khaled. He gonna get you. Bro.
Arrest that man.
You know, a lot of people love lyrics nowadays. He
Oh,
gonna get
yeah.
you for that.
Lyric you ain't writing.
What? What did you just say? What did you just say?
He said writing people up for lyrics.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, lyrics people ain't writing.
Oh, lyrics people ain't writing.
Yeah,
Oh,
quite a few.
Well, I mean, that's most people at this point.
Yeah, I mean the songs ain't bad, but
They're like, do I gotta write my own lyrics?
Drake
You
got
think
like
DJ
5
Khaled writes
ghostwriters.
lyrics for people? What if DJ Khaled be out here writing people's songs?
look, Lil Yachty's writing City Girls music, so and
What the
Well,
hell?
see, that makes sense.
Yeah,
if
you didn't know
think
that?
about it. And it's like, okay, you can hear it.
yeah, I
You can hear
can't.
it. When I found that out, I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I hear
Okay.
that. Ooh, got cat.
We've hit critical
She
cat.
upset. She freaked the fuck out.
She's not here for it.
Look, Yachty.
Writing songs for women.
What the fuck?
No abortions, but we get little Yachty song. Yeah. Yep.
What you said? Lil Yachty?
Lil Yachty songs.
You said you Lil Yachty?
Lil.
Did we just create a new rapper?
We did.
Lil Lolly.
Lil Illy Will.
Bro, it's 3-1, bro. They won tonight. I told you they played tonight.
Oh, damn. They playing. See? You
oh
see?
My God, bro.
Dang.
You see?
America's losing their foothold.
Fucking America.
Wait, that's their new logo?
Yeah.
That looks terrible.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
They about to lose to the Raptors.
See? Just imagine that.
Oh, pretty boy old Steve Curry.
About to lose the fucking Canadians.
Steph
See?
Curry.
Light skins. Fucking light skins. Fucking it up.
We lost to Canada?
We gonna lose
tonight.
to Canada.
Oh, man.
They about to.
So,
they lose next
is
game.
Drake courtside?
You know he is. I told you, clapping. Just courtside.
He's smiling.
Smiling, yelling
Can't
at
stand
people.
him.
Trying to fuck.
Sometimes.
He probably gonna try to fuck Steph Curry's wife.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be funny? Like,
Not for him. It wouldn't be
If
funny,
Curry was
though.
like, yeah, I'm okay with it.
Steph Curry looked like he get cut.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
looked like he'd be alright with it.
He like he'll be okay with it. Like
What's her name? Aisha?
Yeah.
It's like, all right, Aisha, we can let this happen. He kind of reminds me of, he's like a slightly darker Logic who can play basketball.
Oh no. He looks nothing like that.
Yeah, no, he's the same type.
Same type?
Yeah, same type. He's got like more of an almond complexion.
Well, he is half white.
Same
guess.
type in what aspect?
I can't. I don't think I'm allowed to speak on this. But you know,
Yeah.
I think you get what I'm saying there. But hey, you know, if Drake fucks his wife, that's another song for him to put out, right?
That's just disrespectful at that point.
Yeah,
Like
I
you
mean,
can't just be fucking people's wife
he'd do it. but
and putting songs out about it.
if,
I mean-
if you're gonna fuck
I mean, it's a
someone's
thing
wife,
already,
you can't put a song out about it. You gotta just. I mean, could you put a song about it? You could profit off that.
Yeah. You good.
Who's done that?
I mean, if you want to go for rap.
Yeah, we could go for rap.
Speaking of Tupac and
Tupac.
Biggie,
I knew you were
but I'm
gonna
pretty
say
sure
that.
it's like
Now, that's the instant that comes to mind.
Were they-
I mean, the beginning of the song was
were
that's why
they,
I fucked your bitch.
Were they married though?
Motherfucker, they wasn't married.
Mm.
They wasn't married. I don't think they were. Nah, they
Nah,
weren't married.
they weren't married.
Yeah.
They just had a child together.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's wild when you think about it in hindsight. Like Biggie Small fat ass is really out here
He had
smashing
game.
bad bitches.
He had game before he got He had
No, I see, but it's like
Yeah.
damn.
yeah.
It's like Biggie Smalls with the lazy eye, just fat nigga.
He hypnotizes them.
Well, he
Yeah,
hit
yeah,
body
yeah,
hoes.
yeah. He said he'd do it.
It's like, what the fuck is he telling them? We'll never know because Big Time. We'll fucking know.
Oh shit!
Like shit. Well, that's some library, like the Library of Alexandria burning down type shit. It's like we're never gonna fucking know what this nigga was doing.
He should be motivation for the incels, bro.
You could say the incels
Some incel niggas.
You gotta,
Look
you
up
gotta
to him.
hypnotize them.
from a life of wanting to make fucking chemical bombs and whatnot.
Yeah.
Do we have anything more?
I can't say. I can't say we do. It's been pretty interesting though.
It's been
Yeah.
it's been a fun. It's been the circle of life. I would call
Was
it.
it the circle? Was it the circle? I don't think it was circle. I was about to say Urkel. I don't think it was a circle.
I mean, technically it is.
It was a pentagram.
It is. That's still kind of like a circle. 1, 2.
We baffing it now.
Oh.
All day.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Don Juice, what you got? What you got planned? Plug your shit.
Oh.
Plug your shit.
Yeah. I'm going on tour in July.
Where you going?
I'm trying to. I'm a booking agent too, so I'm trying to book some shows. To when Benzane come back, and we're gonna try to do some shows in Orlando. Also, we in September, I think it's a film festival in Orlando.
Yeah.
And the last video we did for the Pathway 2, it might be nominated for Orlando Music Award, maybe. So yeah, I'm working on some stuff in the back, like in the background, as far as like contracts and things like that.
Okay,
So
that's cool. That's cool.
yeah, so we got stuff like that going on.
Yeah. Real nice.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you wanna plug?
I mean,
Grandchild?
I guess damage. Oh, it's coughing. But
So many coughs.
everybody's just having a good time. But I don't know. I'm thinking about starting up a blog so I can write again. So I miss doing that.
Nice.
Yeah, me too.
I can't make reviews anymore because they don't exist, and we had to talk about that. No, but I do miss doing that. Been feeling real good, so I got to get back in the groove of swing of things.
You know, that's awesome. I'm actually glad you said that because I've been kind of in this like upswing in a way ish, lately, where I really do have this like strong desire. Like I really want to write because I do love writing, and I have so many fucking like idea. Like y'all don't even
Just hidden away in the depths.
No, and it's just and it's like. Not to toot my own horn, but this is some fire shit I'm sitting on. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
pay them bills with this.
Like, for real. Like, and it's just all a matter of, like, first of all, finding the motivation to actually be like, okay, yes, I can do this. I will do this. And then there's the fucking follow through.
Yeah.
Because I start so many projects and then just don't, like, finish them because I'm like, you know what, this is gonna be shit anyway.
Nah,
it's fine.
Can't look at it.
I'm done. Whatever.
Just gotta follow through now.
I know.
Speaking of follow through, can we talk about something real quick before we end this?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Headphones are off.
Okay.
Fast food competence.
Wait.
Just before we end this, it's just getting late. We got to talk about this. So we went to Checkers earlier.
Oh,
Don
God.
Juice and I went to Checkers earlier, right? And
I feel like that's where you fucked up first and foremost.
No, I love Checkers. So I got the steak onion, the French onion steak burger, right? It's delicious.
Okay.
It's got steakums on it and fried onions and
steakums.
bacon. Yeah, and the burger. It's delicious. And this like sauce.
It has steakums and burger?
And a sauce. Yeah, it's delicious.
Ooh.
It's fucking delicious. So Don Juice gets the spicy chicken combo, right? Mm-hmm. So we get it, and we're pulling out. And he opens it up, and he's like,
there's a spicy chicken in there.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, I was like, what the hell is this? What
was
y'all
it?
doing? It's just a spicy chicken in there.
It was just a spicy chicken.
No bun, no nothing. Just chicken.
A patty, just a patty.
It was just the chicken.
And
I was offended.
It was like,
Like, this is absurd, bro.
No, it really was. It was insane. I was
would have
kind
been
of
offended as well.
And like he was kind of in shock too, because I was like, go to the window, because like I looked at the drive-through because I almost went back through it, but it was lunch or after work time, so like people were trying to get through, and I was like, no, go to the window, it'll be faster.
But see, here's the
And
problem
he's
though,
like,
because
wait, walk to the window? I'm like, yeah, bro, like you gotta go talk to him. He was shook. He
Yeah, I was
really
shook from
upset.
that.
no, I wouldn't want to go talk because see the fact that you have the audacity to even put my shit in the bag like that.
Yeah,
I don't want you to do nothing else for me. Like I don't. I'm not asking you to adjust shit. No.
So
no.
For breakfast, I go to McDonald's a good amount of time, and I always order a sausage cheese biscuit. That is a sausage biscuit with cheese, but if you do a sausage biscuit add cheese, some places it's more expensive. The sausage cheese biscuit is $1.30, and for a while the sausage biscuit was like $1.59 or something.
Interesting.
Yeah. There's a trick. So
what kind of fucking?
But motherfuckers would. One time I went through and they gave me an egg, no sausage, right? No sausage, just egg and cheese.
It was a folded egg, right?
Yeah, the folded egg.
Yeah, the folded egg.
And then I came back. I was like, hey, I did the sausage cheese biscuit, not an egg and cheese biscuit. And they were like, all right. And they gave me back the same thing. So I was like, at that point, it was kind of funny. And so here's the kicker. So the manager on duty, this is the one over on Goldenrod Colonial.
Okay.
The manager on duty was like, because I went in. And she was like, I'm so sorry, here, I signed this receipt and you can get a free meal. So I took that up and I was getting the same thing, I was getting the exact
try for
a later time, a later day.
Okay.
It was a week later. And I go to this one all the time. They always get it right. It was just this day and the other day.
You said Goldenrod and Colonial? Mm-hmm. I don't mind that one.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's not that bad.
So the next day that I went to, I think it was literally the next day, I went and got the exact same meal. And it was inside. I went inside because I didn't want to deal with the drive-through with that. It was like a confusing thing. And I open up my biscuit, and I just start laughing like maniacally. Because it's a fucking egg and cheese biscuit. I bring it up to the manager who just fucking rang it in, and she was like, "This is embarrassing. Why are you doing this?" I rang this up. She was like, "There's no excuse for this."
Yeah, this is embarrassing. It is. She should be upset with whoever.
So like,
was on the line.
Is this like their protest for not getting $15 an hour, or is this like reason never to give them $15 an hour? This is the real question here.
They probably got somebody untrained in the kitchen.
I think a lot of
I
times,
figured
yeah.
that because it was a good McDonald's. I respect that McDonald's. They usually get it right.
Can I
they got
say
good prices.
which Checkers did you guys go to?
We went to the Pine Hills Checkers.
Nope.
Yeah, and it's not.
For
And
the record, that
that-
Checkers ain't bad. They gave me ice cream last week, like 3 a.m, so it's not.
There were
it's
6
terrible.
women in that booth.
And when I went up there, they was like, I presented it to them, and they,
Say what you told me. You told them.
yeah, I was like, what a bun at?
Straight to the fucking point.
Yeah, what a bun at? And they were like, what's wrong with this? I was like, what's wrong with it? I like, you ain't got all the stuff. So what happened was, I think somebody ordered a extra spicy chicken. And so that wasn't for me. It was supposed to be like an extra meat.
Yeah.
And they just gave it to me. So
Put a whole bag with a side of fries in it.
yeah, I had fries.
Just a chicken patty.
Yeah, I just got a chicken patty on the side.
It's like the opposite of vegan. It's just give me the meat.
Just give me
I
the
just
meat.
want an extra patty.
And then when I was up there, this homeless man comes up.
Oh, I know that guy.
That guy.
The white guy.
He's always there. If this is the one in Pine Hills, he's always there.
He's
I gave
a
him a
white
dollar
dude.
last time.
He started talking to me about the Chinese and shit. He was like, yeah, man, the Chinese. And
But wasn't I also just earlier as driving
Yeah.
through? Wasn't I like, aren't the Chinese taking over
Yeah.
this area? And you're like, yeah, it's little China now. And
Yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah, it is.
and he was talking about, yeah, man, I'm trying to dodge the Chinese. And he like peeping around corners and shit. I'm like, what the hell? I'm trying to order the food. He's just talking to me about the Chinese. So I was
my
like,
goodness.
yeah, I don't know what he was talking about.
he figured it out.
Maybe.
He
We'll
sees what's
see.
going on.
We'll see if he's still hanging around there, or if he got. You know.
You've been talking too much.
I mean, can I just say though, like that Checkers fucking sucks. Like, I think I told you guys about
Checkers
it when
in
I
general
went
is
and like
sketchy.
It is.
Did
I
somebody
had
get
to give
poisoned?
the people my
I eat it
order.
all the time.
They have the best ice cream.
I had to give them my order 3 fucking times.
I'm gonna die.
Like 3 times because the guy kept telling me hold on, and it was like a 15-minute
older
process.
black guy?
He wasn't older. He was
Hold on.
like young, like maybe 20.
Was he
So-
bald and he had like a mustache?
No, he was kind of fat.
That's not okay. That's not the dude.
So I really like Wendy's. How bad would it be if I went to a Wendy's and I was like, hey, let me get a fo, and then I pull up and it's me?
Oh, my
What do you
God.
mean? What are you trying to
Would
say?
you be upset? Would anybody be upset?
You just
Well, what are you saying? Like,
Because
why can't you? You can say things however the fuck you want to.
can I?
Well, I mean, you're insinuating that speaking a certain way is only associated with a certain group of people. So,
blackness.
Yeah.
yeah.
So if I did that, would you be offended as a drive-through?
I'm
person?
offended that you asked.
Yeah.
That makes it weird.
I'm more offended about that because you're
'Cause
like insinuating that first of all it's even a big fucking deal.
Well, it's the thing because it's I saw a meme where it was like Mexicans really out here ordering chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
Ordering what?
Chicken
Chicken
nuggets.
Yeah. It's,
You know,
it's a
chicken
meme.
nugget.
The chicken nuggets.
That's what it is.
That shit do sound like that in the drive-thru. I hear him.
Sorry for the.
Yeah, there you go.
Sorry
So
for the
you
depiction.
can laugh at that.
Because
So
they
you
have
can
a
laugh
accent,
at that.
because they have a fucking accent.
So
that's
An
why.
American black person doesn't necessarily have an accent.
Yeah, I mean,
so are you saying that? So you're saying that somebody from Boston doesn't have an accent?
I just said an American black person doesn't necessarily have that fo
Yeah.
accent thing that you were
necessarily.
trying to fucking insinuate. So you're just being a racist shit, like even insinuating.
I'll give you that.
What else is new?
Yeah, similar.
Well,
Well, I guess I destroyed everything.
no, it's fine. I'm gonna go order one when I leave.
A Chico nugget.
If they got the spicy ones back,
I want the spicy nuggets.
they're getting them back. They're getting
They
them
would
back.
never do that.
They're going to. They said they
No.
were going to do. I saw it on Twitter.
They lied.
It means it's real.
They're lying.
People retweeted.
They're
it.
scamming your dreams.
They're not doing that.
They did say it on Twitter.
They did.
Twitter lies.
We getting them Shigon nuggets back.
Twitter's not real.
The Shiokan nuggets.
I don't believe in Twitter as an actual news source.
It's Wendy's Twitter.
It's the fastest news source.
It's the fakest news
I'm
source.
tired of y'all niggas. You goddamn talking about these goddamn chicken nuggets.
You have to say it right. You have to say Chico nuggets.
Why you sound Jamaican? Chico nugget.
Yeah,
But Jamaican sound like
Shiokan nuggets.
Oh, you just went full Italian. My spaghetti.
spaghetti.
But no, man, you go.
Chicken nugget spaghetti.
You gonna
That
say
sounds horrendous. Because the skin would get soggy
done.
on the nuggies.
done.
What about chicken parmesan?
No.
I'm done.
Yeah, that's the same.
I
Say the
do
thing.
like
Say
chicken
the thing.
parmesan.
It's perfect.
Say the thing.
You're over there.
There's a thing.
Say the
No,
thing.
you know who has the same.
Wrap it up. Say the thing.
I like chicken parmy, so we're gonna say that first and foremost.
It's not the thing.
I guess that is like a big nugget,
Technically.
but it has cheese and like sauce and
Big
other
nugget
stuff.
wet.
You know what I mean? So it's
like
already
lemon
wet
pepper
because
wet.
it has the sauce on it.
From the pepper
The
wet.
sauce makes it wet, like off top. But anyway,
Big
Sauce.
nuggets. Zab,
but if you
say the
just
thing
mix
in the podcast.
nuggets into
We're
a
getting into dangerous
spaghetti,
territory right now.
okay. Take care and brush your hair and wear the cleanest and tidiest of underwears forever.
Amen.
Amen.